Hello, this is Tom Still from the Wisconsin Technology Council. Thank you for joining us for today's edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by the Tech Council in partnership with WisBusiness.com and with the help of our sponsors, the Wisconsin Economic Development Corp and Exact Sciences. Again, this is Tom Still from the Tech Council. Thanks for joining us for this edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. Couple of things that happened recently or will be happening very soon. February 25th, we met in Madison, and we heard from investors John Nice and Michael Thorson, as well as Shana Hetzel from the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation, about what's going on right now in the Wisconsin investment climate. Check our website for news stories and more at wisconsin-technology-council.com. It was a great event. March 17th, batters up. We're going to be at MFAM Field in Milwaukee for our 12th annual Wisconsin Tech Summit. 16 major firms and nearly 50 emerging companies are going to be taking part in speed dates there for, the possibility of some kind of strategic partnership. Also, if you're there, you'll be able to hear 6 different panel discussions, learn from Milwaukee Brewers IT chief, and attend a reception where that will be complete with a golf simulator. This is all available at the club level of the stadium, so we look forward to seeing you there. Our Wisconsin Governor's Business Plan contest is in full swing. About 150 entries hit our deadline in January. Our judges narrowed that field to 52 semifinalists. Those contestants and many more took part in a February 26th boot camp at the Quarles and Brady Law Offices in Madison. That was a deeper dive in an afternoon to help everybody learn a little more about the elements of a business plan. Entries in the next round were filed just this week. We have 2 more rounds of judging before the diligent dozen are selected to pitch at the Wisconsin Entrepreneurs Conference. So thanks to our 70-plus judges who have been doing a great job of going through these entries, and thanks to our great sponsors we've already have more prizes available than in 2024, and we would welcome even more. So reach out to Julie Johnson of our team if you're interested in that. Again, the Entrepreneurs Conference, that'll be June 4th and 5th in Madison at Monona Terrace, and our early stage symposium will also take place in Monona Terrace in early November, and we'll have the Wisconsin Innovation Awards taking place on that first night. So go to our website to learn more. I write a weekly column called Inside Wisconsin that has news and developments that really try to focus on what's going on in Wisconsin's tech-based economy and some of the public policy that can affect that. So you can find it in newspapers and other platforms in Wisconsin. And also you can find it right on our website. And so feel free to avail yourself of that. It's a weekly column, and we try to hit a lot of different issues. Coming up, our guest is Dean Ian Robertson from the UW-Madison College of Engineering. Welcome back to WisBusiness.com, the show. I'm Tom Still, president of the Wisconsin Technology Council. Pleased to have with us today as a guest, Ian Robertson, who has been dean at the University of Wisconsin-Madison College of Engineering for about 13 years. He'll be leaving that role in June, but going back to the faculty, where he's going to get back to practicing materials science and engineering, which is a long-term area of expertise for him. Welcome, Dean Robertson.
Thank you very much, Tom, for the introduction. I'm glad I could be here today.
Oh, yeah, this is excellent. So thrilled to see you. Well, I thought it makes sense just to start with, what do you feel like have been your biggest accomplishments? And it's a long period of time, so there's been a bunch of things, but I wonder if you could single out a couple.
Well, I think I'm going to single out the most important one to me, Tom, and that's the people that make the College of Engineering just such a special place to be. I mean, we've got about 210 faculty.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 140 of those have been hired in the last decade. So we are a very, very young college. So what impresses me most is these young faculty the new research they're bringing in, the new energy they bring into the classroom to into our research and just across the campus. So I think if I were to say what's my biggest accomplishment is I put that first and foremost as hiring all of those faculty, enabling them to get moving, and then sitting back and watching them just build their careers.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, it's one of the reasons this is one of the top engineering schools in the Big Ten and the nation. Now,
Correct.
another not so small accomplishment I might mention is the background here as we look into the screen. Tell us about this and some of the breakthroughs that are going to happen pretty soon with this particular building.
Yeah, so the background that you see is the north face of the Philip A. Levy Engineering Center. It's it's going to be just beautiful when it's done. And I'm really grateful to Marv and Jeff Levy for honoring their brother in this way and for their enthusiasm for making University of Wisconsin-Madison just is a great place for everyone to come and study and work. The building, what it's going to help us achieve is it's going to bring in state-of-the-art classrooms. It's going to bring in new research facilities that we desperately need. And that's going to allow us to expand the research that we do in many, many different areas.
Let's talk a little bit about your successor. Devesh runs on. He's from Georgia Tech, which is also an excellent school. He was running a program within Georgia Tech University. Um, what? How do you plan to pass the baton, and what do you expect from him?
Well, I mean, Devesh and I, over the next 3 months, Devesh and I will be meeting quite regularly to make sure the transition is as smooth as we can make it. What do I expect from Devesh? Making this place much better than it is today, and to actually continue in our success. I think the place is in really good shape. It's poised for a new leader and new directions. And in all my discussions with Devesh, I think both of us share the common goal of making this one of the best colleges of engineering in the nation. So I'm expecting big things from him, and I think he's up to that challenge, Tom.
Well, I would agree. I mean, from my limited perch, I've been honored to serve on your industrial advisory board, and were able to talk to the candidates, and he was certainly very impressive. Well, thanks again to Dean Ian Robertson, College of Engineering, UW-Madison. Thank you for joining us here today for WisBusiness.com, the show.
It's been a pleasure, Tom. Thank you for inviting me to join you.
Thanks again to our sponsors, the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation and Exact Sciences. We'll see you next time.